Chosen ones. Yeah, you've been down for a while, but you finally returned with a great comeback. And your enemies are watching you closer than you can imagine. Chosen ones, listen up. A lot of people, chosen ones in your life, they're always looking to diminish the power that God has gave you from the very beginning of your life. Because one thing about it, chosen ones, is that in society, power is seen as intimidating and scary and just unpredictable. And we've all been around people in our lives, chosen ones, that we've seen and we're like, this person has finesse. This person has skill. This person is crafty. This person know how to work a room. This person is very, very talented. This person is a noble being. Very, very sturdy and crafty. I mean, go to any part of the world, chosen ones, any neighborhood, any basketball court, and there's always people that are outstanding to others. But let me tell you something, chosen ones. You might have been born to a family that never accepted you as the chosen one. A lot of the nieces, nephews, cousins, and stuff, they always knew that you were very, very crafty. They knew that you had something about you, chosen ones. I'm talking grandparents and everything. They still, even to this day, chosen ones, they know that your potential is so profound that it scares the whole freaking family. And they love you. But they know that just because we love you doesn't mean we're going to let you embarrass us. See, chosen ones, every family is packed with pride, especially the ones where it's more women than men. I mean, men got a lot of pride too. I'm not being biased in this video, family, but I'm just saying, like, I can only speak for my family and the type of patterns I see take place. You know, unity amongst men looks beautiful. Unity amongst women looks beautiful. And it always has. It's power in unity, family. And like I said, situations a lot of times, family, don't be as crazy as you think it is in your own imagination. But in the same breath, family, they get crazy very quickly, and you have to be able to be gamed up. Because right under your nose, family, people will make you look like the bad guy. And you won't even see it coming because you haven't rehearsed for that. You know what I'm saying? You haven't been primed and geared to knowing how to move in a situation so quickly and effortlessly. I mean, I learned in therapy that they taught me like ways to be and ways to not be in situations. And family, um, a lot of y'all family members, they don't hate you the way you think or the way they make you, you know, the way it looks, whatever. It's simply organism versus organism science. Okay, it could be an aunt or a mother. They see that the kids in the family really, you know, they really, something about this guy, the kid, because it attacks the structure of how they running things. You attack the structure of how things are running. You wonder why people, bad things happen to people or good people, whatever we want to call it, but people in general. It be because you're the chosen one. You make people nervous. And if you can't read the room, family, then you're going to always be that guy who people gonna, you're gonna always, when people leave, you're gonna always feel like someone did something to you. You're gonna always feel like somebody pulled the rug from under your feet. Like, how is it that when y'all first approached me, it was all love? But by the time things were departing, the vibes is iffy and it's funny. Because 9 times out of 10, family, you make people highly uncomfortable. And it's gonna always be that way until you are independent. I'm about to kick some real game to y'all real quick. All of this chosen ones boils down to independence. I used to trade shoes with my friends. We used to trade clothes all the time. We used to go to the thrift stores. But I had an open hand. I would take stuff if people would give it. But I've grown into an independent warrior. And it's taken a lot of time. I was just having a conversation with my nephew and my mother. And my mom had a bag of clothes. And my nephew, he takes sometimes. And I noticed he would take a lot of my clothes when I would give, because my mom would always make sure that things are being passed in an orderly fashion versus me throwing something away or just. And I respect it because, of course, you're gonna give to your family. But one thing I gotta step in and put my foot down, family, is that one thing we never look at when we're being so quote unquote kind to people. We never take accountability and say, wait, hold on, but what if I don't want to give people everything? You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, if you're not using nothing no more, who cares where they go, right? But I'm saying when you really love somebody, family, you make sure you give them the best of the best all the time. Only giving them the worst and the medium when you know there's a lesson that they need to learn in life. This is what God does. This is why life be so beautiful, and then you wonder why it get cruddy, because He knows I'm gonna make it so beautiful for y'all, so y'all know that I'm God. But then I'm gonna give y'all tough love. You feel me? And then I'm gonna get. But I realized that my mom be trying to give too much non-tough love, and it's tough to be a woman and to raise families and stuff. It's absolutely tough. But I noticed within myself, like I used to listen, like, okay, I want to throw this in the trash, but my mom telling me get this to my nephew. But I really don't. And I used to take more. I used to eat more of what she told me than I should have. So now that I'm older, and I feel like life has taken a wiggle for me, I learned through my own experiences. Like, and I was telling my nephew, I'm like, these are some nice clothes. If you're your own man. If you're gonna take the clothes, take the clothes. But I don't take clothes. If I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna get it. I mean, me and my friends used to trade clothes all the time. I learned, like, bro, like, energy be stuck in the clothes. Energy is in the clothes. When you go to a thrift store, people who about to die got curses on them and witchcraft. And then people be selling them clothes to get money. And you go up in them stores thinking you just shopping and, oh, this look thorough, bro. I can't get no true religions for this price. Da da da. And you go ahead and buy the witchcraft. But what I'm saying is that because it was $15, you felt like you was doing something. But ain't nothing in this world free. So this is a responsibility video. But in general, what I'm saying is that chosen ones, you make people highly uncomfortable because you're challenging them to be better. And whenever you're doing that, you're the black sheep. Because typically in families, the trajectory of the whole is going in its own direction, and it's bigger than just little old you. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of people going to think who he think he is, or why he always got to be right, or why he always got to say anything. If he wasn't here, it would just be so calm. We would just do this, and then it'd be simple. The reason why you getting that type of whiplash, family, is because you always are like a needle in a haystack. Like you're always poking people by accident because you're saying the messages that you're saying is built in such a way it's going to change the mind of the young people, or it's going to shift the mind. And so when you saying, yo, nephew, you don't got to do this or do that, but I don't do this, I can look at my mom and see the face she making on something. Why is he trying to make him think like him or whatever? And it's like, it's not that I'm trying to make him think like me because I told him he could do what he want to do. It's more so that I have my own opinion and I'm prone to sharing it. Now, I did realize, family, sometimes it's better to just shut up. Now, but how can you tell somebody that? They have to learn that. They have to learn that, like, yo, like it's better to just shut up. And they don't only have to learn it, they have to actually ingrain it and practice it in situations. Because I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. Ultimately, people gonna do what they want to do in your face and around, no matter what. And you can save a lot of relationships by shutting up, just letting people just do what they really, instinctively would have done. Um, so on that note, we are kind of flawed in that regard, in my opinion, when it comes to um, that skill or that tangible. But I'm working on my ability to just shut up. Then I joined YouTube and realized that even if you shut up, they're going to make you talk. But guess what? What I'm saying is that my words matter. It's just whoever needs to hear it at the time. So sometimes I be saying stuff to my nephew, and it ain't that I'm pushing something on him. I'm just saying, hey, this is what I've been through. I realized that there ain't nothing in this world free. And if I just take every time my aunt got a bag of clothes, or every time, you know what I'm saying, my mom come home and she, even little things, bro, it be food. Like my mom go shopping, she know, okay, I know what he likes to eat. She studied what I like to eat. Like I guarantee you she's studying it. Like, because she literally, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna go grab it and just make sure. And it's like a love hate, and it's like a right under your nose thing, because as you're trying to be better, you will be surprised. See, every time you try to be better, it's like cutting off the leg of an octopus. It just grow back. Like you'll be surprised. Like, okay, I'm about to go vegetarian. You think the enemy about to just, you feel me? Like, no, the octopus leg about to grow that same length to tie around you to bring you back in to the darkness. So it's like the extent that they'll go, the length that they'll go to protect whatever we call maybe the matrix, whatever. It's just so insidious and great. But I figured we can't do nothing but respect it, family. Like when you really want to change your life and get out of situations, don't be mad at it because it keeps you stuck. Therapeutically speaking, you really want to accept it. Like, okay, we hate to give it credit, but these women are strong. You know what I'm saying? In that regard, they have some power in this situation. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to certain things, it's power on the planet, bro. Like we're gonna be mad at it. I'm not mad at it. It's frustrating when you're using it against me. But what I'm saying is that when we're stronger as men, it makes them not as strong anyway. So it's like when I'm passing uh jewels to my nephew or whoever, even regular just people, like whatever, it's like you gotta know that people don't like it. But at the end of the day, it's like that's why I say it's better to keep silent in this season, family, and just, you know what I'm saying, let your works speak for you. Like that's what I'm learning. I'm older now. I'm getting older, but I'm still young, you feel me? But I'm getting older, but what I'm saying is that the knowledge is on earth for us to obtain regardless. Like everything is in silence. Like you think people don't see you, bro? Like they see you. They see what you're doing. It's just that when you tell them what you're doing and they see it, they still respect it because they see the work. But when you don't tell people, it's like they really want to know now more. So it's power in your secrets, it's power in your silence, it's power in the darkness, in the dark. A lot of things happen in the dark. Like, you don't have to tell people everything. You have to move in silence, family. Like, that's really what I'm trying to say in this video. Like, since I was young, I feel like my mom kind of seemed like, oh, my son is going to be the one to try to like persuade his nephew's minds on things. But like, I don't know why she took that as a threat, but like at the same time, I've learned to just accept it. Like, just like it reminds me of like fathers and their kids, and then the mother trying to keep the mother from the son. I mean, the father from the son, in a very, very, very sly survival of the fittest type of way. And it's like sometimes the best thing to do is to let go and say, you know what, like I can't really. I'm going to talk to you when you're ready to listen. But I know as long as your mother is in your ear, you're not going to hear the message in the way where you're going to take the message and you're going to actually have enough heart and courage to actually be living that way. Because your mom is going to be highly influenceable and she's going to argue and may even get worse. But what I'm saying is that sometimes in life, family, you can't help. You can't, even the people you love, you can't help because they got to see it. You know what I'm saying? And I think that is a biased thing, right? Because you're my nephew, because you're my niece, I gotta help you. And it's like you gotta help yourself and trickle down that way. Inadvertently, what they call it, paradoxically. Help people paradoxically if you're smart. Do not try to feed a person like this. Take it, take it, take it. Because if someone catch you doing that, they're gonna slap your food out your hand and say, "You think we're gonna let you feed him this?" No, they're not gonna let you feed him that because guess what? You're empowering this man. You're telling him stuff that he's not even knowing at his age. Let him enjoy his childhood. That's what they thinking. He'd be more happier without you. This is what they thinking. And at the end of the day, that may be true. You know what I'm saying? In certain ways. Like, of course, not like holistically, because I feel like people love me, but I know that there's a debatey energy in the air. Like I was telling my mom, like I wouldn't even really go to cookouts or nothing like that with the family because I don't got a car, and I'm not about to be uh, at no cookout dependent on nobody to bring me home. I don't got no car. And it's no vegan food, it's no vegetarian food on the grill. And my mom was like, "We'll make adjustments for you. We'll do vegan," and that's true because my grandfather said that they will. But it's just the fact of the matter, like if I can't hop in my whip and go home, because I'm the type of guy I come for 15 minutes. Pause. But no, for real, I'll come for 15 minutes. Like I'll literally just come to the cookout. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? And leave. But they never knew that that's what I wanted to do because I could never do it. Like in this video, we're talking about exercising things you can't exercise. Because you can't exercise if the option ain't on the table. But family be forgetful, like, and then nobody won't offer. You want me to take you home? You want me to take you? Because I'm not about to waste gas when you should just stay here and it just be that. And a lot of y'all don't even talk enough, so nobody don't even be able to predict what you might be feeling. Because they remember me from 13 years old, 12 years old, 11 years old. And then from that 13 up, I've been outside the friends and stuff. And then in school, and then literally transitioned into adulthood. Had a rough transition, but literally, family don't be, they be hearing on the phone, but they don't really be around to really see like every detail. So you be going through different phases and eras on your own. So you gotta literally speak up. But speaking up to a lot of y'all family don't feel tangible, don't feel real because you know that it's not only just the family, because some family members gonna listen to you. It's the literal mom you have. It's the literal father you have. That's right at the gate. That's always trying to slap your wrist every time you open your mouth on anything. Like I said, I can't even talk to my own nephew and tell him how I would handle a situation without her well, you can do this and that, and still do this and do that. Like, that's one of the last thing I said before they left the house. I'm like, Mom, but why do you always have to equilibrium or bring balance to what I'm saying? Why do you always have to say anything? Why is it so tough for you to say my son is a man and he's gonna have his own opinion, and it just kind of is what it is? Like, a lot of moms I seen who have strong sons, like the son only be more of a man because the mom literally be giving them that, like, that platform. Like, okay, bet, like, uh he said this, he said this. My mom do it every now and then, but I'm saying that got to be the statue. That got to be the stature of the relationship. And if you got a mom who maybe been through some trauma or abuse or whatever in her past, she's not about to just let you just, feel me? Because she already look at men a certain way, as a certain way, deep down. And so really, you getting the wrath from stuff you ain't even really got nothing to do with, and it's taking too much off the plate. I'm like, nah, I'm a man. I'm not changing what I say to my nephew. Are you crazy? Like, how can you influence two men talking? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can only do that when we babies and stuff, and it shouldn't even happen ever. It shouldn't even be a want of yours. It shouldn't even be a knee jerk reaction. But we let these things happen in families, and then we wonder why the families don't be growing in a proper. It's like a tree. You gotta grow the right way. Like, you gotta be strong. And the unity of people, like I said, if the nephew and the uncle is getting along every day, then what do I do with myself? Now if I go around them, you know what I'm saying, my grandson more likely to not respect me or to think I'm this or to think I'm that. No, I respect women, and my nephew gonna respect you. Period. If he don't respect me, then I ain't gonna hang with him, because I'm not hanging with nobody who don't respect me. So it's more so about the trust that people have in reality about you. Like, if people don't trust you, people think like, oh, because like in my younger days, I ain't gonna lie, I was, and that's what I was telling them earlier. Like, I was just outside, just like I was doing anything. I was outside, just knucklehead. You feel me? So my coach used to call me that and stuff like that. I wasn't a bad guy. I just wasn't a good guy. Like, I wasn't. I was like, I didn't know. I was like, life felt like an experience. So everything always felt like I was living in the moment. I was trying to figure things out. But I was not a bad person. I was really cool, you know what I'm saying? But I just didn't know, it was no basis. It was like, okay, we're on here on Earth. I got basketball practice at 5. Like, I was living in the moment. And I think to a lot of people, they liked it and admired it and thought it was cool. I had like a cool energy or whatever. But as I grow, man, I'm like, man, you got to trade in that being cool stuff for being real, being authentic, being, you know what I'm saying? And then you still be cool, but it's just that you're just not agreeable as people wish you were. You feel me? Because, like, you can't. You know what I'm saying? It's just not manly at all to be that agreeable. Uh, unless the situation is agreeable. Everything is situational, and so that's why I need my own crib and my own stuff, because I can't relate. Like, I need my own fresh starts, like my own stuff, because I think environmental is a thing. Like, environmentals is important. Like, I don't. I'm going on this turn in this video, but we're 24 minutes and I'm about to end this video. But let me know in the comments what y'all think about this whole thing, and just also just like how y'all feel about like challenges, societal challenges, whatever the case. How would y'all handle the situations? I think, like, after they left, I thought to myself, I was like, yo, you got to work on just shutting up, because, and I was doing good at it today, but I'm like, you got to just keep doing that. Keep working on walking away,